welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and if you're new here, I'm going to be posting videos about just life, beauty, skincare, and fashion. So if you already haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so below, and then remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video is going to be doing like a skincare first impressions video, and it's going to be about Farmacy Beauty. My friends recently just bought me the Farmacy Beauty's little mini skincare trial with 4 products, and I'm going to go ahead and take you throughout the day just to show you how I used it and then what my first impressions are and do like a mini review. So let's get to it. So the skincare sampler that they got me is called the Mighties by Farmacy Beauty. I have never heard of this brand before, and I was just super excited to try it. So I looked up really quickly on what it was about, and it's a clean beauty brand, and it has a bunch of good reviews from Allure and whatnot, and so I'm super excited to try this. It's gonna be my first clean beauty brand. So the products actually include this what they call Green Clean. It is a makeup meltaway cleansing balm. I love a cleansing balm just because I wear a bunch of makeup sometimes and micellar water doesn't cut it in terms of removing makeup, and I also use just normally like the makeup eraser to remove my makeup, so super excited to try that. I have a bunch of makeup on right now, so I'm going to use this in order to remove it, just so I can get clean skin throughout the day. The second product is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer, and I heard a bunch of great things about this. It has like a specific honey ingredient, hyaluronic acid, which is really good for hydrating your skin. I have combination skin, so I get oily on my T-zone obviously, but then sometimes I get dry spots on my nose, so super excited to try that. The third item that they gave, and that's part of the package, is this night balm, which is called Sleep Tight. I'm not generally like a night balm user. I have this The Ordinary Rosehip Cold Seed Oil that I use in order to kind of just hydrate my skin throughout the night, but first time trying a night balm, so we'll see how it goes. And then the last item that they have is this Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. This one is the one that I heard the most about, and I just love masks. So doing a first impression on the package, you see here that everything is green, which makes sense since they're like a skincare and beauty brand, but I really like how they have like the green, brown, and white notes, just because it makes me feel like when I put it on, it's gonna have like a really cleansing and clean effect. I was reading throughout the packaging of this box, and I'm super into packaging. I think it tells a lot about the brand. It's a very clean product, or a very simple product. They actually have this section where they point out sustainability, and I could just go ahead and read it to you guys. All of their boxes are 100% recyclable. It contains naturally derived ingredients. There's no artificial coloring, and super TSA friendly. And it's actually really simple, but when you open up into it, they actually include this little facial cleanser that I didn't think they would have. It's a little sample. Super excited to try this too on top of everything. And then when you open the actual package, it's just super simple packaging that includes all the samples. So I'm opening the cleansing balm for my makeup, and honestly is really small. Like, this is compared to my hand, but that's totally fine since I know it's just like a sampler package. At the top it says farmer cultivated, science activated. Pretty interesting. I've never seen anything like this. I'm opening it up, and this is what it looks like in the inside. It kind of looks like a light mint color. Smelling it, it kind of smells like a lemony color, or it smells like lemon as well. And when I put my finger into it, it feels like a super silky lip balm, but I need to scoop it out in order to like put it on my face. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now I'm in my sink area. The first product that I'm gonna try is the cleansing balm, and as you can see, I have a bunch of makeup on. I have classic like Anastasia brows on, which are super dark, the Maybelline foundation, and then also like the Airspun powder, Too Faced bronzer, Tarte blush, ColourPop highlighter, and then I have the Kylie Cosmetics lipstick as well on, and then a layer of spray from Urban Decay, their lightweight spray. And so I consider this pretty heavy duty makeup. And then also my Maybelline mascara, I always put a bunch of layers onto it, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, I usually use a cleansing balm to get rid of all this makeup, and generally it does do the job just at first to get the first phase of makeup off, but I always have to use like a toner or extra micellar water. This is just a close-up of what my makeup is like right now. As you can see, a bunch of layers just so that I can look cute. But yeah, I just wanted to show you up and close what it's like, and then we'll see the aftermath and what I think about it. So I just finished washing my face with the cleansing balm, and first impression wise, since I did need to get rid of my mascara, I was kind of like rubbing into my eyes and I still have my contacts on, and now I kind of feel like everything is a little bit blurry, which is totally fine. It's totally understandable just because I'm trying to get like the mascara out. But overall my skin feels really clean. Like, I don't really see too much makeup on it, which is really great. You can see that I did add another scoop just because I felt like I wasn't getting enough product to remove all the makeup. So that was that. I ended up using this much, which I don't think is, I think it's more than usual when compared to like my Vanilla Co cleanser, but I don't know, maybe because that extra scoop I got everything off. But I'm just gonna test it out with a little toner pad that I usually use in order to make sure that I got everything off. So I have my cotton full of micellar water right now. I'm just gonna do a quick test to legit get all the makeup out. Just got all of the makeup out, and even though my skin looked really clean, I think there's just a bunch of leftover makeup, which you could see right here. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I massaged the product at least like 30 minutes, for 30 seconds, and tried to get everything out and then washed it with warm water as instructed. I didn't use a damp cloth wash at all, just to like pat my face down, because I wanted to see actually like what product is left over. So I just left my face just air drying. And so taking the micellar water, I mean, this is what it looks like when I remove the product, and then this is the other side of the cotton pad. So there's still like a little makeup. I feel like I just need to test it out a little bit more. I don't know, like to do it one more time. But I'm glad I was able to get the rest of my makeup out with this. Overall, I think the cleansing balm worked pretty well. I'm just gonna use the fact that I had a bunch of makeup on to say that maybe it was a little bit harder to get all of the makeup off, but in general, just because I'm extra careful with leaving makeup on my skin, I just do an extra layer of micellar water. In order to compare it to something, I have the Korean brand Vanilla Co, and I've been using that for a cleansing balm. That one also doesn't remove like all of my makeup, but I do like the Farmacy Beauty cleansing balm, like in terms of the texture, just because it feels not as thick when compared to the Vanilla Co. But I think I just have to give it a couple more tries and then see how it goes. The second product I am just opening to get a first impression is the Lightweight Moisturizer, and it's a yellow color. It has this like wood topper. If I'm just opening it right now, it has this little cover at the top just that it doesn't get on the lid, which I really like. First impression, it is a yellow color. It looks super smooth, and it actually has these little like beads inside. And if I am just like putting it on my finger and whatnot, I'm putting it on my hand, it's super soft, super lightweight. Honestly, it feels like a gelish kind of feeling, and it's mostly made of water, I'm guessing. It's like a really faint smell, which I really like, but more to come after I put this on my face. I'm just going in with the Lightweight Moisturizer, which is called Honey Drop. I'm just gonna take a dollop and kind of like pat it on like different parts of my skin. I do this just to make sure that it's like even. Overall, it already makes my face feel really cooling, and I'm really excited to spread this all over my face. I usually like to put it like down to my neck too, so that it gets moisturized, but overall I like how lightweight it makes my face feel. I'm currently using like the CeraVe moisturizer right now, and it's not as gelish. This one is probably comparable to the Garnier gel moisturizer that they have. But wow, my face smells like honey. It's really interesting. I'm just gonna leave this on until nighttime and then tell you guys what I think about it in the couple hours that I've had it on. And then when I come back, we're gonna try the night balm, and the next morning we'll do the mask. So it's nighttime right now. I've had this moisturizer on for around 5 to 6 hours, which I think is a good tell to if it really worked well. Overall, I think my face is a little shinier than normal. I was doing some activities, which totally makes sense, and that happens to every moisturizer in my opinion, just because I have oilier skin. But when it first dried, when I first put it on, I thought it was a little sticky. I didn't really feel that throughout the couple hours that I've had it on, which is a really good sign. And I have combination skin, so my nose is generally on the drier side, and then my T-zone is oilier, but I didn't get any dry patches from my nose just yet. Usually it just shows in the morning, so we'll kind of see how that goes after I reapply it again. But overall, nothing bad to say, which is really nice. We'll just see how it goes after a couple more uses. Now to just tie things off, I'm just going to use this facial cleanser that they included within the packaging, which I'm really excited about because I feel like I have everything except for a cleanser. And I'm just going to go ahead, wash my face, and then put on the night balm. Just finished washing my face with the cleanser, and I think it's my favorite product so far. I mean, I haven't tried just everything yet, but the cleanser is just super liquidy, which I've never tried before. It's really interesting because like cleansers are usually thicker, but this one kind of just like fell out like a normal liquid. And I put it on my fingers. It kind of like went everywhere, which is totally fine. Rubbed it into my face for around like 10 seconds and then I washed it off with warm water. But after, you know, like taking everything off, I air dry my face all the time and it feels super fresh, like it got everything, the sweat, the oil out from like whatever was on my face just earlier, which is like the moisturizer, and then any dirt and whatnot. But yeah, now it's time to put on the night balm. Now I am opening up the Firming Night Balm, and I like that it's a white packaging. It's kind of like matte, and then you still have the same brown hardcover on the top. It's pretty consistent in that it has all the little toppers for it to like prevent from getting onto the lid. It has like a almost gelatin looking texture. It's super smooth and silky, almost like a little chapstick, similar to the cleansing balm as well. But it does feel a little bit thicker. And now I'm gonna put on this night balm. It's like a gelatin feeling, which I've never had before, but now since I have a little bit more, you know, air drying time on my face, honestly this cleanser feels amazing. I literally feel like it stripped all the dirt and oil away in just like a couple minutes. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes like moving forward. So anyways, I'm just gonna put like a little dime size of this on my face and then we'll see how it goes. It's like it's like an interesting soft Vaseline feeling when I rub it in my fingers. Definitely feels like I just got a lot of oil on my face. Maybe it's supposed to be how it's supposed to feel, but wow. See how my skin lasts throughout the night. I think it's really moisturizing so far. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like a little too much for my oily skin and make me like break out, but dang, this is like a reflection right here. I don't know, but I'll check on with you guys in the morning. The next morning I woke up, just took a quick shower, and before I did that I looked at my face to see how the night balm went, and initially I feel like I had a really like bad reaction towards it, just because when I put it on my face, and maybe it's because I put too much, when I put it on my face it felt like literally a layer of like wax all over my face, and it made me look really oily and I didn't know how I felt about it. But being said, once I put it on throughout the night, I was kind of observing how my skin felt, and it felt really light. And you know, this is something that I necessarily wouldn't put on like 5 minutes before I go to bed, just because it's really heavy. but I think it thinned out over time. When I woke up in the morning, it felt super matte, surprisingly, and my nose patches that are normally dry didn't show up at all. It felt super clean and actually really refreshing. It literally felt like I had like one of the matte primers on my face, so really interesting, like now that I'm thinking about it the morning after. But now I'm gonna go ahead and try the honey mask, and usually on Sundays I put on a mask in general, so we'll see if this is gonna be a part of my new weekly routine. So I'm just putting on this honey mask right now. It looks super like yellow and clear and smells like honey. Obviously, the instructions were to put on like a thick layer and then massage it in your face for 1 to 2 minutes. Honestly, it says massage until warm, and my face is feeling super warm right now. It also tells you to put on a thick layer too. So I'm just doing that right now. Wow, I've never had a mask feel like this. So my face is feeling kind of hot, but I'm just gonna massage it in because that's what it says. But wow. Usually I like to cover like all of my face, like including my temples and my like nose bridge and everything, but it says to leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes and then rinse off. But wow, it feels really smooth, by the way. Like once you rub it in, it felt really thick initially when I scooped it out of the pot, but definitely different. Just rinse the mask off of my face and then let my face air dry as usual. And the first thing I noticed is that my face felt really plump and really hydrated, which is super great. I do feel like it was really strong, and so my face still has like the tingles right now, but I also do have sensitive skin. Even though my face is and my skin is super sensitive, I don't see any red marks anywhere, and I'm hoping that I don't break out from this the next day. So far my face hasn't breaked out from it from the last night when using the other 3 products, so I'm hoping it's a really good one and that I get to use this mask every Sunday. But holy, I feel like my face just got like a facial essentially, just because I have never felt anything like this mask material before. But overall, I'm really liking it, surprisingly. It's super new. It's super thick too, just because I love to like spread it around my face. But now I'm just gonna put on the Honey Drop Moisturizer just to make sure that it's super hydrated. Concludes my first impression video on the Farmacy Beauty Mighty Kit, and overall, just to give you a quick summary of what I thought. First, we tried the cleansing balm. It didn't get everything out, but I liked the texture of it, and I'm going to continue using it in order to get my makeup off. The second would be the cleanser. It was just in a little trial sample, but I really liked that just because it didn't strip my skin of everything. And then the third would be the moisturizer. So I love the scent of the moisturizer, and I loved how it felt on my face just because it was super lightweight and not sticky. And then what I tried next was the night balm. This is my favorite product from the kit just because after using it for a couple days now, the night balm, even though it goes on really oily and it makes your face feel a little heavy, the next morning you don't have any dry patches. And I've been observing for the last couple days, I don't have any around my nose. And then the last product is the honey mask, and I think between the night balm and then the honey mask, those two are my favorites from the package. But if you guys have tried these products, let me know what your review is down at the bottom, and then comment what one of your favorite products was. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so at the bottom for more videos regarding fashion, lifestyle, and beauty and skincare.